Hi, we're Kit from Minor
Conflict,
Conflict.
and welcome to the Vox-Feed where we sit around and talk shit about the game that we love. This is Henry.
Hey.
And this is Alan.
Yo.
And this is Kit.
Hi.
And this is also Kit.
Hey.
And we're going to
Hey,
talk
how's
about
it
some
going?
40k. We just happen to be wearing exactly the same clothes today.
This was not scripted.
No,
Not planned.
Not planned. We just have a lack of imagination.
Yeah.
This is what friendship looks like.
It is. Brown.
It's brown. With the,
Yeah,
with torn pants.
it's all brown and fake suede. How's your week's been, guys? Oh wait, we didn't do
Oh,
the
no,
cheers.
you're
Cheers,
true.
cheers,
Mine's
cheers,
nearly
cheers,
empty.
cheers.
Oops.
This might explode. Hold on.
Anticlimactic.
No, we're good.
That's right. I dropped it on the way in.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Um,
Cheers at home.
Cheers. How's our week been? How's it been going?
Good. It's cold, wet, and horrible, but it's good, isn't it?
It's real gross here, eh?
Yeah, just been doing a lot of indoor stuff.
Which is painting time.
Painting time,
Painting
trying to get
time.
my stuff painted, and been playing some retro games. The Steam sale's on, so
Ooh.
That time of year, innit?
Command and Conquer
Choo-choo.
Remastered. Been dabbling in that. I thought I would play better as an adult, but no, I played better as a child.
I hate it when you get
Peak
those
too early.
games where it's just like you have this huge romanticism over an old game,
Yeah.
and then you go back to it, you know, and then you get and you're like, oh, game's actually really shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
It's like
was the
GoldenEye. Oh no, GoldenEye's still great. It's
what
timeless.
it was the soundtrack and it was the lady's voice, right? Those were the
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Are they still as good?
Just as good.
There you go.
The soundtrack, this is the one where I've gone back to an old game because it's been remastered. It's actually as good as I remember, and I've actually really enjoyed playing it through again.
Oh, they're remastering Mafia 1 and 2 as well.
I like Mafia 2. No, I like Mafia 3.
You like Mafia 3? The one in the 60s where it follows...
Yeah,
the
it's all in the
Vietnam War?
50s and the music's real good.
Oh, that's Mafia 2.
Yeah?
Oh, no.
And he comes back from World War II.
No, yeah, that's Mafia
And he's
2.
got a friend
yeah.
who's like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
The
that's
Mafia games are
2.
amazing.
Yeah. it was
Mafia
fine
3
chips.
was
That's a
kind
good
of like the Vietnam War one.
Ah,
It was a bit too modern. It's
Yeah.
like, keep it gangster.
Yeah. Too sophisticated.
Yeah, not gangster with an A.
So Ninth Ed's pretty
Going
much out.
Yes. Yep.
It just happened.
The day after our last podcast.
I'm real. Yeah. So that was great. Monty's here too. You want to say hi, bud? You want to say something? No. Yeah, literally the day we released the podcast, it all came out. All the leaks, the points, everything.
Yeah.
Rules.
Well, not all the points. Most of the points.
Do you reckon they were planning to release it this early? Do you reckon that was them? Or
No.
do you reckon that it just happened and they were like, oh crap?
I reckon maybe there could have been just a little bit of a dribble of a leak. They were
Yes,
like,
a little bit of a...
instead of plugging it up, they were just like,
Well, no, the leaks had fuck Reddit, playtester stuff just plastered all over.
Yeah, they had like the watermark and stuff on it.
Yeah, I
really?
don't think it was
Ooh.
planned. But the thing is, I don't think
Someone might get in
any
trouble.
of the GW releases have come out as planned. They've always leaked at some
It's
point.
how do you... I don't, man.
Because they're actually getting play tested, so it's...
I wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't as a playtester.
That feels kind of shitty.
But I appreciate whichever playtester is doing it, because it gives us...
I reckon whoever
I don't
is
know.
doing it, like, watch your fucking back. Like, you know, don't go driving in Paris underneath that famous tunnel.
Inquisition
you know
will be behind you.
Yeah.
Paparazzi did it.
There's been battle reports everywhere. Tabletop's
Yes.
done it. Striking Scorpion's done
Yeah.
it. Winter's done it. Tabletop Titans, which is
I have watched a few of their stuff.
they've been doing them for like every army. They've been doing heaps.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Actually, I gotta go check that out.
They're pretty like I think the battle reports are quite like clinical.
Okay.
Like it's very like live streamy.
Oh.
But it's very like competitive-y, so it's all about
Yeah.
you know. But I mean, if you're
Cool.
into that, I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
See how the edition plays.
Yeah.
They did have assault intercessors with thunderhammers, which apparently isn't a thing,
Okay.
but would be disgusting.
That'd be
yeah.
quite interesting to watch, actually, wouldn't it? It would be good just to get the lay of the land before.
Yeah.
Especially if, you
'Cause
know,
they were
if
playtesters, so
they're
they've been-
competitors as
Yeah.
well. You can actually get a go, right,
So
okay,
does you recommend?
Yes.
Watch that shit.
below.
Art's got a trademark infringement, and he lost his sponsorship for World of Tanks or World of
World of Tanks,
Battleships,
World
World
of
of
whatever it was.
both. World
Their,
of both.
their whole umbrella thing, because
Yeah.
there's a partnership between that company and GW or
Yeah,
something.
I'm okay with that.
Ooh.
He had
Unlucky.
we live in the place where the mosque shooting happens, and he had some shit to say about it. So he can fuck right off.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had a whole thing about it.
I ditched him a long time ago
Yeah.
before that.
Oh, he sounds like, like an asshole.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
So he just got slapped. Was it a slap on the wrist, or is it like boom?
There's lots of
They've
sponsorship.
trademark infringed him because he's using GW's name in his.
Thank you, Games Workshop. Thank you very
It's
much.
gonna be so loud.
Thank you, Games Workshop.
I just think it's it's nice because they talked a lot of talk.
Yeah.
And they're doing something.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is-
that is.
And it is their IP, so they should be, looking out for it. Painted models.
This is
a whole thing.
this was a whole
People
shitstorm
are
in
up and
itself.
up. This is crazy.
Is this the victory points?
Yeah, 10 points of being painted. People are losing their shit.
Losing their noodles
I don't
over
know,
this.
what's the deal, man?
Why are they losing it? Because they just what? Do they just normally have a grey thing?
Well, no, it's because everyone's going like, I can't paint my armies because X reason, and I don't think it's fair because X reason, and all these sort of things.
Man, like, most tournaments have a 3-color standard anyway.
I'm sorry, but with that, there's no excuses. I know everybody's got sub stories of cost lots of money, but like after seeing there's some incredible, inspiring painters and gamers out there. There's one guy that has painted like a Warhammer army, and he's literally got no arms, and he's painted with his mouth, and he's painted better than me.
That is.
And he's incredible. I can't remember his name, but I'm sure you'll find him.
I saw a post
But
about
he's
like a
incredible.
real lovely dude with like cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
Who was like
There's-
taking ages and like just
Yeah.
doing a real, and they were amazing.
So there's
and,
just
like,
no
what an amazing-
excuses. I think
Yeah.
that's great
We have a
because
lot of
I'm
short-
very
What
nitpicky
what
with
chance?
that.
We have a lot of shortcuts now to get things painted, and you
Just bloody spray. We're going to talk about this
Contrast
later.
paint.
Like
Absolutely.
you can just it's so easy. Just spray
Contrast
paint it
paints.
and dry brush it and call it good.
Or
good
just
job.
contrast paint it. Just play, suddenly Grey Knight sales go through the roof.
Well, yeah. See, I was going to make a joke about Necrons, but they're actually kind
Yeah,
of tricky now.
yeah,
so
true.
maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah, that's very true. Yeah,
Um,
that's great though. It should be 10 more victory points for deodorant, isn't that right? Isn't that what?
yeah. Have a shower and you get 20. I'd give it a
Yeah.
do.
Before you game, you have to
before
go
you
through
go have a-
decontamination.
There's been some people that've been joking like, oh, it doesn't say that the army has to start as painted, so they talking about putting paint stripper in and spraying your opponent's army to strip the paint off it. I was like, I'm like, that's a very big talk.
I mean,
I mean, come
maybe
on.
that's a joke. Maybe it's
Maybe
not.
it's not. Who knows? We'll find out in a couple
I know
months.
some people.
Yeah.
Sponsored by World of Warships.
Just kind of every like,
Yeah.
just misting, eh? Little like water dropper thing.
Achoo! Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So the rules and stuff are all out. So today we're just going to go over like kind of phase by phase a couple of things that might kind of trip you up.
Yeah, the big
Enlightenment.
changes, at least the ones that we could spot.
Yeah, there's probably stuff that we.
My brain was melting as I was reading through it.
There's also some new models again because every week there's new models.
Hopefully
It's
there's Space
bonkers.
Marines.
Do you know what? There might be.
Oh.
Just might.
And there's some rules and stuff. If we get to that, this could just take ages, and we might not even
It will
get there.
take a while.
General changes. The game is super killy, but killing doesn't seem to be as important as it has. Did that make sense? Did the words come out? The game's real killy, but being killy isn't as important.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't as rewarding, maybe?
I think it's still pretty satisfying.
No, it's
yeah.
it's not the main objective of the game. It's no longer one of the main objectives. Of the
Yeah,
game.
it seems to be all. The emphasis is like objective scoring.
Right.
So like holding points of
Yeah.
the board.
Right.
Board
basically.
control is
When the crowd
super
come, will
important.
earn your freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a couple of secondaries which I think are killing things,
Oh, the
like-
secondary, yeah, that's
but
right.
they seem to be pretty few and
Can't,
far. Like it's
can't
more
you make
about.
up secondaries? Is that right?
Well, no, you have to pick 3 secondaries, and they're
That's
all
right.
different.
Yeah.
One is
Yeah.
end of game one, one's a killing one, I think one's a movement one. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Yet. I
So
think
even then, they're not all killing based.
no,
so-
no, you can't
Yeah,
make them all
exactly.
Even
killing
though it is
based.
killy, it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
seem
literally
as
cannot.
though the
Yeah, it's
It's something I noticed from watching at least the battle
noticed it a big
reports that we've seen. But the thing is, where 8th was at the beginning, where 8th edition ended, is a completely different game. So
Yeah.
you can only go by so much. But if you castle up, you lose the game.
yeah, that's not going to be as viable anymore. Eh?
No, it's been bad news pandas for anyone who's castled up, at least in all the battle reports I've watched.
For all the guys who are worried about less troops in the game, don't worry about it because you're going to need them. You're going to need a lot of tough troops that are going to be able to like take some serious punishment.
That rules Imperial Guard out.
Slash, you're going to need a lot of redundancy of troops.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
Yeah. Because, a lot of the game is like just sitting on this bit and not getting killed while you're sitting on it.
Yeah.
So, good
Interesting.
MSU is going to be a thing.
So yeah, because it's that the thing I was again worried about. I'm probably reiterating this, but like, I like lots of infantry, and it was looking towards that whole thing of being like, there's not really too much in terms of lots of infantry giving you a bonus with all the pluses that you can get with a tank or a big vehicle.
Yeah.
So now, but then that's making it look even more appealing now, isn't it? It's now kind of that whole thing. It's now going back to the whole, if you play the objective...
It's balance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you've
good.
got to have a bit of both.
It seems to be
Got
quite
to
a
make
bit of...
decisions and make choices.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of chi going on there, Games Workshop. Thanks.
Yeah, well...
Feng shui.
Yeah, thanks for the yoga, hotbox yoga sessions that they must be doing as a collective staff and going, I'm enlightened, let's balance this out. That's, I presume, what they were doing.
Yes, I mean, I can't
Definitely.
imagine it being anything else.
No, hot yoga, that's how you balance a game.
Yeah.
Bitcoin G-dubs.
Thank you, Games
There's
Workshop.
then the CP reroll has changed.
Yeah,
And this is...
Oh, yeah.
because I was talking about how I always thought CP reroll should be removed from the game because I thought they were a crutch.
We also... And what was that? The other one was the morale one.
Yeah,
Which was also
insane
changed.
bravery, which also changed. But
We'll get to
so the CP reroll, they changed it so it only works in certain things, very specific things.
So it's when you can make a hit roll, a wound roll, a damage roll, a saving throw, an advance roll, a charge roll, a psychic test, to deny the witch test, you have to re-roll the dice to determine the number of attacks made by a weapon. The number of attacks a gun has. You have to re-roll the roll, the test, or the saving throw. Not one of the dice, not a dice, but you re-roll the roll.
All the
so if
rolls.
it's a charge, it's double. It's
Yeah.
both dice.
Yep.
If it's a psychic test, it's both dice. If it's
Yeah.
a deny, it's both dice.
Ooh.
If it's a weapon profile where it's D3 shots and you roll 2 6s and 1 1, you can't re-roll that one.
No, you
Yeah,
gotta
we
re-roll both.
Whole
Well,
thing.
surely you'd be like, I'm quite content with 7 because that's statistically better than
Yeah.
what you're going to get in the second roll, you dingus.
But I mean, what does that mean? What changes is that? That is, you can't bring Celestine back if you
Yeah.
roll a 1.
You can't bring Gilly Moon.
Back on the 4. If your Vect fails and you spent 4 CP on that, well, that's just gone.
So it's like
You
the whole
notice
thing-
morale test isn't in there? It's not
Yep.
on the list.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not, is it?
true. Which again isn't looking great for Imperial Guard. But
That's also if there are any stratagems that require you to do orbital bomb, 4 up for a mortal wound.
Yep.
Orbital bomb's not on this list.
Yep.
True.
So like the 4 up deny the witch tests. That's just
Fire
there's-
on my position.
I think it's
It made some things even
that.
worse.
Yeah.
Even less worth it.
3 command point.
But charging and psychic test is the big one. Because
It is.
it used to be quite good. You get
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
6 and a 2, reroll the 2, nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6 and a 2, you
right.
got to reroll that 6 as well.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, and it's also, I guess, the whole thing of like, if you were to I know this is a very small thing, but I'm quite precious with my plasma guns. Again, if you get 1 6, and then you get 1 1, you have to re-roll both of them. It's
Yep.
kind of like you could potentially both miss, but the guy's still alive, so it's kind of like, oh.
That's true. Actually, I didn't
Yeah,
think of that
that's
one.
actually-
Kind of
yeah,
wish I
that's a
died
good
for the
point.
Emperor and killed that guy, you know, sort of thing. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's good. Objective markers have also changed, so the size of them, they're 40 mils now. So that's what, a captain base? Space Marine captain
Yep.
base?
I think
So,
so.
Yeah.
sorry, Space Marine Captain Base, is that a little bit bigger than the average?
Yes.
Bulgren.
Oh, Bulgrim Base. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking my language.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. But you might
Warrior
sound weird.
base?
What?
Warrior base?
Oh,
No.
Tyranid warrior?
Yeah, we did-
Yes. Yes, I
We
think they
did
are
cover
40
all
mil.
platforms
Yeah.
here.
What?
Tyranids.
Who else we got? No.
No,
That's all you get.
No, we'll leave it there. We'll leave
40
it
mil base.
40 mil
Sorry.
bases, and you have to be within 3 of the objective marker if you're going horizontal wise.
Yeah.
That's 5 inches vertical. So if you're in the floor above it, you can still
Hold it.
contest it, which is nice.
Yeah, that's
Same
kinda
as the
nice.
combat rules, so that's good.
Yep.
I like that for fluff's sake. The new
Yeah.
40 mil. It's like.
I haven't got it here.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's from the center or just from the marker.
Ooh, you dirty devil.
I didn't write it down.
It's from the edge.
It's from the edge.
It's from the edge of the
That's quite
objective.
big, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from the edge.
Yeah.
It's not from the center anymore.
Interesting. I like the new. I'm not sure if we're skipping here, but
You can skip here.
the new
Objective markers?
Yeah, so they
do look very
released some.
appealing.
There's
Quite
like
gothic. I'm getting a very strong gothic vibe.
there's goth. It's basically it's perfect to go with the new box because like half of it's Necron, half of it's like gothic.
yeah.
There's like a tomb thing.
What's the Segway thing here?
It's a little general's tractor.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, it's got a book on
It's
it.
it's the Pope-mobile, you know?
It is a
40k Pope-mobile.
Yeah.
It's bringing literacy at about 20 miles per
very
hour
good.
at a time.
There's an interesting clock. There's a Necron coming through a very small teleport portal.
Oh Lord.
He's just struggling through there.
I don't know if you saw it, but the Indominus box is coming with
Dominos.
its own objective markers, like these coins with Necrons on
it's
one
a
side and
set.
Oh yeah, I
Ultimates
saw
on the other.
those.
It's a set. I thought
Yeah,
it was
so it's
gonna-
a set of
okay.
objectives. Yeah,
That looks
can buy
awful
them.
steampunky. I'm not sure how I feel about that one.
but it's the little stained glassy thing.
Yeah,
we're
so it
looking
looks
at.
like
Yeah.
some kind of like if a woman had hysteria back in the 1800s. We shall cure it. We shall cure it.
It's an electrified shock therapy. Yeah.
Or wherever it goes. I presume it goes around there. Find out next week.
The other thing is deployment reserves. So I think this is
This is a pretty big deal.
this is a big deal. So basically, if you have anything in reserve, deep strike, if you want to put anything in a transport, that all happens before deployment happens.
You have to decide
Excellent.
it before.
So if you were gonna wait to see what your opponent deployed before you made that decision, nope, can't anymore.
Yeah,
You got to
nice.
do it like as the table's set up and the terrain's set up.
Yeah.
That's when you make the decision.
So before you guys put the first model on the board, you both gotta say, this one I'm going to put in reserve. This is what's going to be in what transports,
Yeah,
and then you start deploying your troops.
which is a big deal.
That could also be quite cheeky as well. You could use it to your advantage. You could do the whole sort of like, this chimera's got these guys, this guy's chimera's got Bulgrins in it, and you can go,
Yeah, and the interesting thing about that, yeah, that's good.
That's good.
like that. Yeah. And then you have a third one, obviously, because with two, it's just
You
way
put a
easier
little
to follow.
cup, a little ball and cup kind
Yeah.
of thing going on.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a giant.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just moved all the terrain. I just moved it off the board.
Sorry. No,
But
it's good. I think it's really interesting because you don't know who has first turn yet either.
No, not until you roll off.
So you don't know whether you're putting them in reserve is going to be keeping them safe or if it's just going to save your opponent 2 rounds of shooting.
And no cheeky buggers as well, isn't it? You can't do the reroll initiative. You can't seize initiative.
Yeah, and there's no seize of the initiative. So
Plus, you're alternating deployment now. So it's back to one troop, one thing, one thing, one thing, one thing.
I missed that.
It is. All the
Oh.
missions is each deploying one thing at a time.
Don't like it.
Oh, that's a bit painstaking. That.
It is
so
painstaking. It's hard when you're like, I need to put my screen down first. Oh shit, I can't fit my things behind it.
Oh my god, I hate it.
It could be different for some missions, but I'm pretty sure all the missions are your alternating deployments, and then you roll off at the end of it.
Yeah. As Henry said, there's no C's anymore.
No C's.
Hey, I don't know how I feel about that.
I like it.
I like it.
I
It's
like
just
the cheeky C's.
I
I thought it could be fun.
it's right. It's
C's-
right cheeky though, isn't it?
It's right
it's,
cheeky.
it's very cheeky. I mean, C's was just full of. If you seized on somebody, it would just feel bad C's from the start.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's kind of like I kind of always got that
I like the
feeling.
randomness,
If it's like yes, I bet Alan, and then Alan goes siege, and then you don't sound like that. It's just
I'll say.
siege, and you seize it. I kind of go, I guess the rest of the game's going to be bad for me, and it kind of does turn out like that. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm not sure if it's a psyche
Games
thing.
are won in deployment, eh?
It's not
Yeah,
just that. It's
yeah,
because
yeah.
especially in the old edition where you deployed your whole army first, and the advantage was is you were going to go first, and you lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means you had no advantage going into that fight.
Well, I think you kind of want to go second now anyway.
Depends.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot of the
it
second
gets you
turn.
because you can't score first turn.
You can't score first turn, but you can take the middle of the board and hold it.
Yeah.
Or you
that's
can just
true.
clean them off
But
the
if
board.
you're going second, you can hide behind the terrain and then walk into it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Last time, because it's been a while since your favourite member of this podcast has been on. But last time,
It's getting a little big for his boots.
yeah. Well,
He's got big boots.
what can I say? I let the views speak up. The views. It'll skyrocket. I watch it 100 times. That's why it's me watching it, and I'm like, yes, that guy. It's me. No. But last time I was on here, we were talking about how second turn is like this golden goose now, isn't it? It's no longer this whole first turn wipe.
Because so if you're moving onto the center of the board,
Yeah.
good. You're getting ball control. You're making people come to you to take those objectives off you, but you're also vulnerable for shooting, right?
Yeah,
And you ain't going to shoot shit on your first turn because everything's going to be hidden from you.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't say everything, but a lot of things. The juicy stuff that you want to blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
definitely like
But it's going to be, I feel like
Yeah.
with the alternating deployment, well, no, because it doesn't give you any advantage of who finishes first, because it's just a straight roll off at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Just
Don't like it. Don't like it. The other one that I think is really interesting is pre-game CP changes. So
listening.
I'm going to spend a CP to turn my librarian into the super librarian
Yep.
or the super medic or something. That's got to be in your roster.
Yeah.
You can't just go, I'm going to do that before the game.
It's like, oh, I'm facing that army. It'd be really great if I brought that relic on.
Yeah, suddenly my, like for me, I know the Dark Angels one where you can just deny a psychic power, just
Right.
without any roll or anything.
Okay.
Whenever I see Magnus or Morty on the board,
Bring
I
it
go, I'm going to spend a CP to get that so I can stop him warp timing. And then you just win.
So,
Yeah.
But
Basically.
now that's got to be on your roster.
so
So all your warlord traits, extra warlord traits that you're going to buy,
Yeah.
relics that you're going to buy that may be situational and don't work in every game.
Yeah.
you've got to roster it.
It's got to be in your list.
It's got to be on your list, ready for somebody to look at.
This is just for comps, though, right? This is
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter too much in terms of
so
like.
when it's buddy on buddy
pick up
sort of thing.
games or
But this
whatever.
is
Yeah.
so you need to have.
But what you can't do is go to the club and be like, oh, I'm playing Necrons, so I'm going to bring this relic.
Which
Okay.
kills
It'll be
Necrons
like
real
it's-
good.
Well, did you say you were going to bring
Yeah,
that
so it's
beforehand?
pre-written prior.
There's a bit of a
It
don't
has
be
to
a
be.
dick in there.
It has to be
Yeah.
done before that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before you even know you're facing that army, it's already written out that you go. "Oh, it's a bit.
I kind of liked it. As long as everyone could do it,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
liked it. I thought it was fun.
I didn't think it was
It's-
too much of a
Because
problem.
everyone had a thing that they could do like that.
Yeah, it's quite I kind of like that though because it's kind of got that high risk high reward thing going on.
Yeah.
You know, because if you could just pick the basic ones,
I'll
the ones
still-
that work everywhere on every army.
I'll
you know,
still
yes.
take that deny psychic one because it's fucking great.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
exactly. So you'll do that. It makes sense.
And then I'll
But-
fight someone who has no
Yeah.
psychics and just be like, no.
If you got one where it's like on a 1, every Necron that you play against will rust and oxidize into the mist. You know, like that's a good one.
It's a pretty good one.
I don't think that is a stratagem though.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, maybe we'll get to that.
Next week.
Okay, so the movement phase. There's a couple
Yeah.
of changes here
Yes.
that I think will trip people up.
Trip.
First one is when you get out of a vehicle, if it blows up, or even when you get out, because we're used to, even if you were just getting out when it didn't blow up, you just add 3 inches to your movement.
More than 3 inches because it just had to be within 3
Within
inches.
3. It's not anymore. You've got to be entirely within 3. So you've got to make sure you can't put 10 men in a chimera anymore.
Can't you fit them out?
Because can you fit 10 people
I'm
around
sure
a
you
chimera?
yes,
with
I'm
them?
sure you
Yeah,
can.
you can.
Maybe you can.
You
But
can.
Marines, like 10 guys in an impulsor?
Marines is a bigger
Can you
base.
get 10 guys out
Firstly-
of an impulsor?
Firstly,
Probably. All the
It's
way around.
tight.
You literally got to put it all the way
It's
around.
tight.
you think it's tight in a chimera with 10 humans in it. Imagine how tight it is. One of them hovery rhino boys.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's
Little
open
Ten
Razor-
back.
Marines.
Marines,
Razor
it's
back
kind of like we're all matching. We look like an army right now. No.
Brown coats.
Yeah,
brown
yeah,
coats.
brown coats, black pants. That's the fucking new Marine chapter. Blue helmets. What I think it's kind of a huge deal.
It
That
makes
is
charging
big.
from vehicles a little bit less good because
it-
you lose about a half an inch.
What's-
in shoot
And
What's-
you're
charge.
losing, depending on where you're getting out of the rhino, you could be losing 6 inches of movement on the back. The
Yeah.
guy at the back, you know? That's huge.
Yeah, they're going to work all the way
That's-
around.
Yeah,
to
that
get
squad's
back.
moving so much slower.
And that's actually very true. I didn't think about that. That's
Yeah.
a bit of a pickle, especially if you got Guardsman boys. Anyway, what's the blast radius of an explosion?
6 inches usually.
6.
Oh, so that's not very good, is it?
I mean,
it's
actually, if you've got a 10-man squad getting out of a rhino
Yeah.
and moving up, the guy who's at the back of the rhino will still be at the front of the rhino after they've moved.
Yeah.
So it's a bit Scrooge McDuck there, isn't it?
That's
It's like being given a life jacket before the Titanic sinks. It's like, well, you're going to die of hypothermia anyway
Yeah.
in that cold water. But
Yeah.
here you go. It's like,
There is
evacuate the Chimera immediately. And it's like, but the blast radius is 6 inches and I can only move 3. And they're like,
even if you get out and then move, you're still within the blast radius, probably.
yeah.
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 Well,
It's crazy.
At that point, the rhino has to just drive away. So it's like, I'm a threat to you.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going to walk
leaving you.
away.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a hellhound going to be with blast radius?
Oh, God.
6
Good
inches.
God.
It's going to be like 24.
There is the stratagem, emergency disembarkation, which allows you to get out within 6 inches.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. Oh,
Yes.
that's
So you can burn that CP because you don't have to be.
Is that specifically when the vehicle's destroyed though?
I cannot remember.
We haven't got it on us.
That's something worth checking because if you can just do it without the vehicle blowing up, that's actually like.
But
That's a really good
no,
strategy.
Yeah.
I think it is only when the vehicle's destroyed because on a 1 or 2, a model is lost.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
it doubles your chance of losing it.
Yeah.
And does it mean
A model.
a model is lost?
Yeah.
yeah,
It doesn't matter what.
What it was and
Okay,
how
so
many
then,
points.
dangerous
so then,
terrain, yeah.
so definitely.
Yeah.
If it's guardsman, who cares? But if it's Bulgrins
Yeah.
or a captain,
General. Commissar.
general.
So this.
What's a commissar? I don't know.
So this would be the situation where somebody's done something tricksy and they wrapped around your
Commissars and kings.
where they wrapped around your transport vehicle and they've blown it up and there's no way for you guys to get out.
Yeah, it's a last ditch.
This gives you a chance to at least save some of your poor.
Yeah.
That does
Units.
seem definitely worth a CP. Can I use it more than once?
Not per phase.
Not in one phase.
Oh, well.
There's all. I didn't realize, but apparently Elm was telling me you could do this in 8th anyway.
Yeah.
But you can, if your Chimera is in combat, you can just jump out of it.
Yeah.
I thought you were stuck in it if it was in combat. I just never
No.
really thought about it. But yeah, apparently you could always do that. And you can still do that.
As long as you had space to do it, you
Yeah,
can do it.
you can get him out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't really feel chimeras anyway, but that is an eye opener. It does
Yeah.
make them sound more useful too,
Yeah.
to be honest.
So if someone's like, bashing up your rhino, you guys can just hop up and bash them up. It's kind of wonderful.
in your turn though, you can't do it.
Yeah. But I never really thought. I don't know why that didn't.
Space Marine duff up at the traffic lights.
Yeah. It's great. The other thing is
They did change that you can't get into a vehicle, a transport that's in combat.
So if the transport's on combat, you can't jump into it,
Yeah.
which is
Yes,
very
it's-
sensible.
Only the unit that you started with it in there can go back in it. Isn't that right?
No.
Not even a unit, they can't get in it.
You can't get back in.
No.
Not if it's in combat. So if someone's punching it up, you can't get in it.
Okay, but
Regularly, yes. anyone can
regularly,
get
if
into it.
everything's fine, if you're just catching a cab, you got like a Chimera Uber.
Yeah. No. Once
and you
you're
go from one
out of
objective.
it, you're locked out of it forever. No one else can get
So
back
is
in it.
Terminator going ham on the side of the right and you're like, excuse me, I'm just,
Yeah.
let me walk by, I'm just going to,
But-
Yeah, sorry, excuse me. Just
Let
gonna
me
hop in
just
the
hop
door.
right
Do you
in.
mind?
Yeah.
and then just reversing out, sorry.
Well,
Thanks, chum.
So you're joking about that though, but apparently I'm pretty sure only the original models that could get into it can get
No.
back in it.
No,
I'm pretty sure not anyone
they are.
can.
Anyone
I'm
can.
not sure. I'm
pretty sure.
I'm
Okay.
certain anyone could get into it.
Yeah, no, before the game, but once
Yeah.
it's in, and
Yeah.
once people get
Yeah.
out, people can't not just.
No,
Really?
Yeah.
Jump in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go for a ride.
Yeah.
Grab an
Okay.
Uber.
Right. So if you're like reinforcements
Hop in
have
a truck.
arrived, they get out, and it's like right. There's only one guardsman left. Come on, get back in the Chimera.
Yeah. Save the one guardsman.
Yeah. Save his life.
Okay.
The only other thing in the movement phase is outflanking, which we probably all know about.
Yeah.
It's not that exciting because the board's smaller and I don't think we're really going to use it. Unless you're Mortarion and you want to keep him safe because otherwise he'll just die.
Yeah, you just want to keep certain things safe.
Or Magnus or something. But I don't think I don't think outflanking is going to be that big a thing.
No. I don't know. It's too early to say. It's too early in the edition to.
It's just a small board and
Watch.
it's easy to block.
I mean, we played on the board. It feels like a knife fight in an elevator. It's so tiny.
Yeah.
that's good. I like it.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
good. Have you seen the raid? It's in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's the raid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the raid.
There's another thing that I read that if the thing coming on, or if something starts in your deployment zone, but it's too big to fit in your deployment zone,
Sorry, we skipped that. Yeah.
it you can't use it that turn. So if you're, I don't know,
What's
Baneblade.
huge? What's the big
Baneblade.
Astraeus tank, whatever that the
Yeah.
Astartes have? That's like the longest thing in the world.
Oh,
or
really?
Yeah.
the Necron
So-
tomb.
if you cannot wholly fit that into the deployment zone,
Monolith. Monolith.
it does
It's
not
called Monolith.
get its first turn. It can't do anything besides
Yeah,
sit
it's
there.
just locked out for a turn.
Yeah, which is
Well,
sensible.
the engine's still warming up.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you tried to choke? Yeah. Have you got out and pushed yet?
Yeah, give it a push.
God, it's a
Buddy.
fucking huge castle tank. Yeah,
yeah.
sounds interesting.
I mean, that's
don't know.
that's your fault though, isn't it?
Oh,
Bringing such a fuck off giant thing.
Yeah,
it's very true. It's very
Because
true.
you knew it was going to happen, and
Look,
you just still brought it anyway. So.
I think the outflanking thing, I was going to say give it some space, but there's no space left on the
no
board.
space.
So that'll be
Yeah.
interesting. I think we'll just have to play it and find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Next phase, It's brain shooting time.
Mind bullets.
Mind
Mind
bullets.
bullets.
Yeah.
Well, we're both wearing protective headgear.
Yeah, so you're fucked.
You're
I
fucked.
got bun.
Oh, bun. That's a
Stop
minus.
It's just like an antenna for my mind.
Yeah.
+1 for tug.
Kinky.
You cannot fall back and cast psychic powers anymore.
You can't fall back and cut. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're legging it. You can't got time to recite something.
This feels like it always should have been, you know? Why didn't we have this before?
That
Why didn't we
makes-
think to have this before?
And I didn't realize how much it was needed until I just saw it
Yeah.
there. It
Yeah.
makes so much.
Of course.
Imagine being
Of course.
imagine being a priest and seeing like the rest of your like, I don't know, like half of your baritone vocal section and your your local choir get obliterated. And you're like, retreat. Yeah, you would not. You'd be like, bad thoughts.
Yeah.
Just Timmy.
I wonder
and
if
Michael.
Ultramarines get to do it on like a minus.
Oh, because they can no.
Because they can fall back and shoot.
You can, but it says you fall back and shoot. It doesn't say fall back and cast psychic powers.
Psychic power.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very specific.
But they're
That's
so
good.
well trained.
I wonder if there will be stratagems in the 9th edition books where for 1 CP you can fall back and cast psychic powers for some codexes.
Well, you
and
can
things.
imagine like the Harlequins fall back and cast.
Yeah. Their
kinda
what
fun.
you call it? Rising
Shadow
Crescendo
Seer?
gets changed to include psychic powers or something. Yeah.
Yeah. that'd be fun.
Shooting's easy. Turning around and doing a quick crossword puzzle, which I presume is what the mental strength. Yeah.
Eldar just quickly gets his get the runes out, chuck it on the floor.
Fucking, come on, through the bones.
Outlook
Yeah.
bad. Snake
Yeah,
ball.
not so good. Try again. No, fucking no.
That's a Astra Militarum cycle. Not very good. Outlook bad.
Yeah, it's real good.
Morale check. Oh, I can't CP morales. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
As we said before, rerolling psychic powers and Deny the Witches too is harder and riskier because you have to roll both dice.
Well, deny is not risky. There's no risk to deny.
Well, yeah, there's no risk to deny.
It's
but
casting
psychic
it,
powers,
yeah.
And the other thing, now I'm assuming this is going to get FAQ'd,
Yes.
and I think it's unintentional, but rules is written, if you have a psycho who can cast 3 powers, he can just do 3 smites in a row.
There's nothing
No.
in there.
No.
Fuck some dudes up real bad. There's nothing
Yeah.
in the rules
No.
stopping you.
There's nothing in the
No.
rule at the moment stopping that from happening. Rules as written, but obviously not as
But
intended.
don't play it that way,
Don't be a dick.
because it's going to get FAQ'd.
Instantly.
Because that's fucking mental.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
you can't field 3 pasks anyway, so it doesn't matter what else you smite on. You've already killed my one thing that's worth.
Shooting phase. So blast. Blast is good, but it doesn't work maybe the way that some people are thinking it might.
No, it wasn't as good. Well, it's not as good in certain circumstances. So
For plasma cannons, it's very good.
it's the way it is at the moment. So if you have a weapon with a 3d6 profile or a 4,
So the Wyvern is a great example.
The Wyvern.
46 shots, right?
yeah,
That's dopamine.
Fucking
Yes.
amazing.
and if you're shooting a squad between size 4 and 6
Yeah.
and 10,
6 and 10.
6 and 10, your minimum shots is 3. As I thought it was before, I thought you get 3,
For each dice. So
3,
you'd have,
yeah.
12 shots.
12 shots minimum.
It's 3.
3. The minimum
Literally the number 3.
is 3. Yeah.
For all of your dice. So if you can roll 1 for each of those dice and have more than 3 shots.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it doesn't actually benefit from the blast rules for
No.
targeting
Yeah.
units of that size. But then as soon as you add one more unit, it suddenly gets max shots.
Yeah.
It goes from 0 to hero.
Are you serious? Add one more unit.
Add
So
one more
unit,
model.
it does each of those dice becomes a 6, so all of a
Yeah.
sudden
Of
it's
course, right? Yeah.
It gets
4?
it,
More than
it
24.
doesn't become a 6. It just gets its max shots.
Yeah, it just gets
Which
max
again
shots.
does not look very appealing whatsoever to the likes of people that play infantry heavy.
Yeah.
If you're playing
I
like
mean,
a horde.
to a degree.
Nids and yeah, I mean,
I mean,
There's-
obviously,
we'll
if
get
they're
to
in
that,
cover,
but
it's
geez.
kind of they're safe. But if you're Nids, guardsmen, or corny boys,
See, where blast is great is if you have a vehicle or something that has lots of individual weapons. A lot of
Yeah.
a lot of D3 or a lot of D6
what's
weapons.
what's the Gatling gun on the tank? What's it
Punisher.
called?
Punisher cannon.
that's 20.
Is it just straight 24?
Straight 20 shots.
Straight 20 shots.
Fuck, it's
Yeah.
good.
So it's like if you had, I don't know, a vehicle with 4 plasma cannons targeting the same size
Sponsons.
unit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
okay. By the way, plasma cannons are the shit. They are so fucking good, everybody. Plasma's on an unmodified 1 now, so modifiers don't affect it.
Oh.
So you can't do it on like a 2 or a 3 or whatever, it's just a 1. And basically, because it has D3 shots, if you shoot anything 6 units or more, 6 models in that unit, you're always getting max shots.
Yeah, and it's
Oh, damn.
They're fucking great.
They
I need
are.
me some
And
plasma
the vehicles
guns.
don't get the need for moving anymore. Plasma gun sponsons,
Yeah.
the business.
and all your
The
tanks.
freaking business, because they're 2 damage. That's if you have 2 plasma gun sponsons, that is you're guaranteed to get 6 hits
So all the
on a
guns
fucking intercessor
No, no.
squad. Each hit
No.
killing a boy.
No, you don't get 6 hits. You get 6
Rolls,
shots.
Yeah. You're guaranteed to get 6 shots. Each one that hits and wounds will kill a boy.
Yeah.
So
They're so good.
all the effort I made into having basically each squad with flamers is now kind of useless.
Well, it's real good on vehicles.
No, okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll donate some vehicles. Then
Sponsons would be great.
That seems,
But yeah,
seems great.
Devastator plasma cannon squads are going to be a...
Do you think that'll get nerfed at all in terms of the plasmas? You know, there might be a limit.
No.
on
No,
that.
I don't think,
Don't
because
think
it's
so.
not. It's good. It's
Good.
It's just good.
That is. it
There
is
was
very good. Yeah, I'm
something
Peppy
else.
Moss too.
What was
Yeah,
it?
You're
I can't
business.
remember.
You're 2 down already, mate.
I have a drinking problem where I just drink anything too fast. I drink like coffees really fast. That's why I drink Americanos, because it's like, it's piping hot, so I have to take my time.
And a lot of it as well, generally speaking.
I keep pulling this back so I'm worried it's bumping my microphone. If you keep seeing me do this,
See, I
there's
kind of
like some like secret thing that I'm trying to like...
I kind of want this FAQ so things like wyverns benefit better from.
Yeah, I love
From
because
what?
I love wyverns are great.
What
I mean,
about-
they're still like really good. They're just as good as they were.
Does that mean you'd rather
Yeah,
field
yeah.
a wyvern than a basilisk?
Depends what you're up against.
I just take 3 of each. Why not?
Yeah, because you're guard, you can afford it.
Yeah, two.
Take 'em
Well, I
all.
only got 1 for my birthday, guys, so you owe me 2 more.
We'll get on
Well, you got just got 2 more birthdays coming up.
2 more birthdays. 2 more birthdays.
I'll be well into my 30s by then.
Join the club, man.
Yeah. This doesn't just go for shooting; it goes for fight time as well. But modifiers are capped, which we know.
Well,
So they can't go over -1 or +1, but they are cumulative.
yes.
Right.
So if I'm, say, what is it, Eltiok?
Yeah.
-1 to hit, and I have a flyer, so I'm -2 to hit.
Yeah.
And I go, well, I have a stratagem that gives me +1 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm still shooting at -1,
Yep.
because it still counts.
Still counts. It's just what the final adds up to. It cannot exceed a
Yeah.
-1 or +1.
So you can kind of stratagem off,
Yeah.
which I like, is good.
Yeah, that's
I'm going to give
kinda
myself a -1. I'm going to give myself a +1. I'm going to give myself another -1. Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
But
there's
it's still a
plenty of that.
-1. So
Yeah, I
This
think that's
this
quite
is
healthy.
nothing but good for the game.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Well, you had that whole thing.
And it
last
gives
time.
you,
Yeah.
it still gives you a reason to bring like LTOC or something, you know, or to use lightning fast reactions.
Yeah, I mean, because I played the Harlequins and Elder, and that was the crutch. It was the crutch of the army. The only things we ever spent CP on was last lightning fast reaction to make something -2 or -3 to hit. It was, and you sort of just don't spend CP on any other stratagems because that's the main thing. It's just not getting hit is the most powerful thing in the game.
And if
Yeah,
that chaplain
yeah.
does his power now, that gives him +1 to hit,
Yeah.
you can just be like,
Yeah, it's still good. Still reducing their chances of hit by a large percentage.
it's like 17, 18% or something.
Yeah, it depends.
it's quite good.
If you're
Overall.
ballistic skill 3, it's
But
not
it's
as
not making
bad.
it impossible to hit, which is
Okay, hold on.
No.
I'm not going to talk for a sec. Where's my mic? It's here.
But they did say that
It's there.
It's
they also changed that everything hits on the 6 anyways, which is also a good thing in the game.
which is good. Plymouth is great. Character targeting is
Be careful.
I know we've already talked about this briefly anyway. But
the
I
lookout
just-
sir.
Yeah, the lookout sir thing. So units have to be within 3 of models of 3 or more models of a unit with 3 or more models. God. But this is really just in terms of like durable MSU units are going to be really important around your characters because if you got your commissar
Yes.
and he's got 10 guardsmen in front of him and you're like, you can't shoot him, I can just shoot that fucking guardsman squad to shit and then I get to kill your boy.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be the closest anymore.
That's always been the way.
No.
He doesn't have to be the closest unit anymore though.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if there's other people that are closer but there's no one around within his like 3-inch bubble or whatever,
Yeah.
take him out. So I don't think, having like the token like 1 squad with your HQ is not as safe as it used to be.
HQ is only 4 guys. Well, at least for like say a commander, then you can have a maximum I think of 4 guys as a command squad that look after him. And that's pretty pathetic as it is anyway.
Yeah, they're a squad. I don't know how that works.
They're detached. In this edition, you can have the command squad separate to your commander.
Yeah. So if that command squad dies, your commander is open.
Yes, essentially. If I have them near the commander, which
Yeah.
I don't usually because it throws them off.
Well, you either need to keep multiple squads close to your characters or have a vehicle close to your character. The only thing about this rule, which the Lookout Sir one, which I'm a bit dubious about, is if you have a character at the line of sight of everything behind a building, but you have something like a basilisk or something that ignores line of sight, does that mean the basilisk can just free reign?
Yeah, if there's no one within his like protecting bubble, then fuck yeah.
Their artillery crew deserves a pay raise if they can hit
I'm
one
assuming
person.
there's someone with a scope being like, oh, guys, did you
See that one guy there?
see it?
So right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, because does that mean it's more useful to have a character isolated completely on his own?
No.
So you can't
No,
do
that
no.
means you can't. You have to be. You need like
You have to be,
multiple
right.
layers of
Defense for them.
targeting defense for if your character is that important to you.
Fucking hell.
I mean, I think auras. I think in general, like Space Marine, like reroll auras and stuff are going to be less impactful because you want to spread out and take the board more.
Yeah.
So your bubbles aren't going to be as effective as they used to be anyway.
Yeah.
Let's be honest
But,
though, the gaming table's a lot smaller now.
Yeah.
So really,
Yeah, well, yeah.
the chances are he's going to be within 3 inches of
But remember,
basically half the army.
We can't daisy chain boys back into his bubble like we used to because they
Yeah.
just fall to morale instantly. So I think those bubbles in general are going to be less of a big deal to worry about.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Fly. We talked about this already.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't fall back and shoot anymore, guys.
for free with Fly.
Yeah. So
Which is a good change. I mean, it gave
Don't let someone do
a
that to you.
whole bunch of units a free Uber roll. Having Fly was,
it was
amazing.
the best roll.
if your vehicle had Fly, that was what you wanted.
Yeah. Storm shields. This is kind of weird because we don't know if they have changed.
Well,
We don't know if it's just for these units or if it's
okay.
Codex wide.
There was somebody asked a question to G-Dubs.
Sorry, before what we're talking about is storm shields give you a +1 to your regular save
Right.
and a 4+ invuln.
Thank you.
So you don't get a 3-up invuln
No.
for having a storm shield anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
So, somebody asked this question to GW and they replied and they said, do not use the new Storm Shield rules in other codexes.
Like
They only-
Space Wolves and stuff.
Space Wolves, Custodes, whatever. It only applies for now to the stuff in the Indominus box set
Yeah.
until otherwise stated.
I'm surprised by that.
I'm
I
not.
feel like the FAQs are going to drop day one and it's going to be 4-ups and +1s all around.
Could be.
We'll
But I
see,
mean,
we'll
until
see.
then, they don't want people making up their own rules, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
There was a thing about like custodies having 1-up or 2-up invulnerable saves and stuff, being real broke. Don't play it like that. That's stupid. It's not how it's supposed to be.
No.
Charging combat. This is where like I feel like most of the changes are. There's a lot here.
Oh, that is an awful lot.
Yeah.
How much time are we?
We're getting there. So this is where the most changes are. Command reroll is obviously
Yes.
the changes for charges and stuff.
Yep.
Rerolling charges is going to
It's
be
going to make charges a lot harder.
So don't let anybody pull that shit on you. They don't get to they have to reroll both of them.
Yeah.
Heroic. This is real big. Heroic intervention has changed
It has, in a
in
big
like
way.
because I'm my first ever army was the Space Wolves, and I love getting my little shieldy boys in there with thunder hammers, smashing dudes up and not getting hit.
Yeah.
But I did it last weekend, and it was real fun. But not anymore.
Nope.
If you heroically intervene, you are a target. You can be hit,
And you would get hit first because
Good.
they're the charging unit.
and they charge, so they will kill you before you get to strike.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. Well, I'm not phased. I don't
Yeah.
have anything charging.
I think it's a good change. The whole idea that somebody heroically, it's keyword heroically intervene, it cannot be attacked. It's not very
It's
heroic.
not very heroic.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't
you
attack me.
got to know you can stand up to the fight. It's
Yeah.
just like, there's a squad of Repentia around my
Yeah.
my
Would,
five
would
guys.
All
the
those,
charge of the Light Brigade been as famous if they didn't shoot back?
No.
You know, that's how I
They
picture it.
heroically
Charge,
intervened.
boys, charge! And they're just like eating. Like, oh, it feels great. You should have seen them. somewhere in their underwear still. And it's like, well, that's not a charging light brigade, is it? That's not very good. Shooting back, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine by me. Moving on.
No, it's just I was kind of dumbstruck when I first read that. I was like, wait, hold on, what?
No, can't be.
But I'm a space wolf.
Yeah, well, I mean a little bit. It might have been some.
Yeah.
I'm an insert Space Marine chapter because
But I mean, yeah. How many?
Yeah.
What is it? The captain who has like, because he doesn't need to have a good save because he just goes in there and clears everyone out.
Smash Captain? Oh, the new Space Wolf one. The
Yeah. What's his name?
Chainsaw
Ragnar.
Lothbrok.
Ragnar. Yeah. If you charge Lothbrok into a unit of orcs, if he heroically intervenes, he's dead.
Yeah,
He's fucked.
yeah,
Well, it's more heroic then, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess you can fight. What is it?
Like-
Fight when you die or whatever.
Honor the chapter?
Honor the chapter. Yeah. Only in death, just do the end.
Only in Death and Judy, I guess.
But yeah.
Unless, of course, you're a dreadnought.
Well, you didn't die.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
You just got close.
You just brain dumb.
You just got maimed.
Yes. My eyes mean
Yeah.
a lot to me.
Engagement range is so you have to be within an inch, and then anyone else
Half
has.
inch.
You have to be within a half inch, and anyone else has to be within a half inch of someone who's within a half inch.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal, unless you're fighting upstairs, in which case you can be 5 inches away from a boy,
Yeah.
which is crazy good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all those boys like bikes and Space Wolves again, cavalry who could only go on the ground floor.
You gotta.
You can actually get more people in combat with a unit that is the floor above them than you can with a unit that's in the same level as you.
Yeah.
Is that going to change?
No. So
Yeah.
you gotta
Why not?
Imagine.
You have to hide 2 stories up now
Yeah.
if you want to get
if
away
you're 2
from
stories up, you're safe. But if you're 1 story up, you're a dead man.
them. Yeah. They're just gonna smash.
It's actually worse. Yeah, it's worse for you to try and hide 1 story up because you're gonna get hit more.
Depends on the kind of story. If they can literally park underneath you, yeah, they can get
Yeah.
a lot more.
A
people
lot
in.
more. You're looking at like 15 guys rather than like 5 or 10.
Stabbing through the
So-
floor.
Yeah, punching through the floor.
Okay. I'm just trying to picture this in a real life situation and I'm struggling. So let's just carry on.
There isn't one.
All I'm just picturing is like me punching both of you right here, right now, and then me punching you guys upstairs and having more of an
Punching the
opportunity
roof.
to like.
You tied a knife to a broom handle and stabbing it through
Yeah, yeah,
Because I want to fucking punch you both.
the bringing wearing brown coats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alan didn't wear his beanie like I told him to.
If someone
Out of the club.
Sorry.
wrap and traps and wrap and cracks aren't a thing anymore.
Not on a
Well,
thing.
there's CP that you can use.
Cool lingo. What does that
Some
mean?
words.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot harder
Like
to
my use of
do.
the English language.
Yeah, no, it's great, but what does that mean?
So if you wrap and
Sorry.
trap, where you surround
Yeah, yeah.
units and they can't fall back.
Yeah, yeah.
Burn a CP, they can.
Ooh.
If you wrap a vehicle, blow it up, and the boys can't get out, spend a CP, and they might be able to with that within that
Yep.
6 inches.
Or spend, yeah.
Yeah. So
But even then,
still things, but maybe. Hey, bud.
we were trying with the coherency thing, and it was hard to get the models to get around a vehicle in a way that would keep them in coherency,
Yeah.
and also wrap and trap something the size of a rhino.
Well, that's fine by me.
You're gonna
all
need
right.
something larger than a 10-man squad to do it.
Yeah, you need a blower.
No, get careful.
Yeah.
with
Monty,
the mic.
down, buddy, down, buddy. He always wants to get in the faces, eh?
Yeah.
He loves a good lick.
Well, that's kind of, never
Yeah.
been a fan of wrap and trap.
Multi-charges.
Multi-charges.
If you're going to multi-charge someone, be prepared to face the consequences.
And
so,
fail.
not only is your charge going to be harder, and if you fail like any of the charges, you fail all of the charges, but you're going to get overwatched by every single unit that you charge if they decide to overwatch you. Because the overwatch stratagem that you spend, it's not for one of your units to overwatch, it's for the targets of a charge to overwatch.
Yeah,
So if you decide you want to charge that whole front line, that whole front line's going to shoot at you
yeah, for 1
Sick.
CP.
That's
for
dope.
1 CP.
And if you
So-
fail to get into charge range of any one
Any
of
of
those,
them, you failed all of them.
you fail all.
Yeah.
You can't move.
It's a high risk, high reward.
It's a
kind
good
of
change. I like it.
thing.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
nice. That seems more heroic to me.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a thing where they reckon you can get an 8-inch charge out of deep strike.
I think it's 8.5 inch.
Because
Oh, but it
Oh,
would be an
come
8 inch.
on.
yeah. So if you're because if you deep strike base to base 9 inches away from a boy who's upstairs,
Yes.
You can charge and get within that 5 inches on an 8 rather than on a over 9.
Trigonometry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Pythagoras would be proud.
Yes.
I don't think he'll be. But yeah.
I feel an FAQ coming.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would fix it though, unless
If you're charging from Deep Strike, you have to have a 9+. You have to roll over 9.
you
no
have
matter
to
what.
roll a 9.
Well, you know what they say. It's nerf or nothing.
Nerf or nothing.
I think it's going to get
Did they
nerfed.
say that?
Well,
I hope they do because it's quite good.
Nerf says that.
Nerf says that.
I don't know who owns Nerf. There must be a toy company that owns
Hasbro.
Nerf.
Hasbro.
Hasbro.
It's
I'm not saying Hasbro because I know it's Hasbro. It's the only toy company I
feel
can think
like
of
it's
right
Hasbro.
now.
It might.
if it's not, I'm sorry.
Well, it's definitely not Lego. We can put
Yeah,
that.
it's not Lego. That's Danish. No.
Mega Blocks. It's Nerf or nothing. Yeah.
Morale phase, which is also the coherency phase as well.
Yep.
Insane Bravery has changed.
Yes.
So 2 CPs, your boys don't run away. All good. You can only do it once per game.
Oh.
I think I like this change, but that said,
You gotta really want it. You gotta want it real bad.
Yeah.
Yep. If they're green tides and stuff. and
Yeah,
things.
yeah. If the game is about holding objectives now,
Yeah,
this CP
true.
is so important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true.
And being able to abuse that could be a problem. So it's a good change.
I guess
think.
it's a good change.
But yeah, like you said, for people like Chaos for Tide of Traders and
Yep.
Orcs for the Green Tide, you gotta weigh up those.
You got one chance to do this.
Yeah.
Or
You gotta weigh it
recruits.
up.
Same with recruits for the Imperial Guard. If you've got 60
But they
boys
could bring
in
them
the field.
back. That was
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
they can be down to one boy and then burn some CP and the whole unit's back.
True.
That said, I don't think it's not nearly as much of an issue because the orcs, even if they take mass casualties, aren't going to run away. All of them. They're not all going to run away.
Because you're rolling a dice for each guy rather than
Yeah,
the whole unit. So
Yeah, true.
yeah.
So it's actually not a big deal
I don't think it's that big a deal.
because they can still do the tide traders. They can still do
Especially
the green tide.
If you had a line
More
of them, right?
with more,
Less people are going to run away when you found morale.
yeah.
Not to mention as well, again, we're going back to the size of the board. That'll come into play as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you had a whole bunch of, if you had a green tide, you know, like holding probably 2 objectives, let's be honest, on such a small...
I think you can still.
You can't. They didn't change it. Did
They didn't change that. It just made it harder to do.
Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't daisy chain as much anymore. So I guess that
Doesn't
kind of
change
sorts that.
as much.
Yeah, so larger units are possibly a liability, almost like a tax.
Yeah.
So like big orc blobs, big Ned blobs, yeah, they're kind of like a tax on the bigger stuff you want to take, which I think is good.
I don't think there's a particular
right.
benefit to hordes, but I think they're
It's
trying
more
to they're trying to design the game away from them.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking like an Imperial Guard squad.
Excuse me.
You can't make that a 5-man squad.
No.
That has to be a 10-man squad. There has to be a larger size
Does
squad.
it? I have no. It's been such a long time since I
But
played
that's
with regular
and
guards.
that's, and that's kind of like a balancing between like big tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have these troops that are more likely to fall to morale,
Yeah.
and you can't make them MSU.
No, but at the
It's-
same time, a few of them are going to run.
It's now
Yeah.
kind of making me go, do I just make more special squads now? I start almost thinking like a kill team. I go, right, I'll have, instead of now having recruits, or even just vanilla bitch infantry, maybe one should make them veterans, so they're hitting better, they've got better morale, but that also means less boys.
But I think
This point.
having a mass amount of infantry just all over the board that the people have to chew through
Yeah.
to kill.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
the Ned list that did real well, where you just had gaunts? Just
Oh,
gaunts and
this-
gaunts and gaunts and gaunts and gaunts.
I think somebody
Just covered
I
the
don't
board.
think it did well, but somebody did do well.
I
It
think
was
in
hilarious.
Australia there was a guy who just like took out.
I think it was like 240 gaunts.
Yeah, they just want everything because you just can't chew through the gauntlet.
Just don't have the
True.
bullets.
Yeah.
There's more nids than bullets.
You're
But
right.
now he has to paint them all.
Yeah, you can take them all real
So,
good.
There's trouble.
And then yeah, watch your coherency. I mean, I know we talked about it already, but death jesters are, oh my god, they're gonna be so
Potentially really good.
scary. And anyone with that kind of ability where they get to pick the target that they kill, they can break a whole unit to pieces.
As far as I know, the Jeff Chest is the only one I can think of that has it. I can't think of anyone else who has the same.
I can
benefit.
imagine like a Vindicare being like, hey, you got a new special role.
Yeah, you pick who
You
dies.
pick who dies, and you just go, oh, I'll pick that boy there, and then the whole line falls to pieces.
Yeah,
And you lose a whole unit. No rolls, no nothing.
not the whole unit, half the unit, but still, it's bad
Yeah,
days.
It's
bad
still not
days.
great.
No,
Yeah.
Not a good time.
Should we talk about some new units? We've got some new
Yes.
units. We've got
Hello.
some new vehicle units. We've got the Dropbox. So this is the Hammerfall turret defense, whatever it is.
Love the model.
I think Alan
looking
sent
for
this to
fun
us in our
design,
chat.
Yeah.
And it was that meme of like, making the Powerpuff Girls and he puts all
Yeah.
the bits together.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's funny, and just scrolled past it, not even taking it seriously because I could not imagine that this is a real thing that someone was designed and produced and was making.
It is.
I don't even know what to think about.
I
this.
think it's ugly.
About it. I think it's fucking
Well,
ugly.
yeah, it's that.
I think it's the mutated love child of a drop pod and a whirlwind.
It's crazy
Yes.
pants.
I'm getting a bit of a Halo vibe from it. Don't ask me why.
Is a lot of people have been comparing it to StarCraft because the StarCraft they
that's
have a
right.
bunker with a gun turret on the top of it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It looks pretty much just like that.
I mean, remaster the Whirlwind. It'll look way hotter now. I don't know, like
It's got flamers and bolters everywhere. When you charge it, do you get shot by the things that are on the other side of the building as well?
Yeah, of course you do.
Can I also ask?
Because
as well,
remember, gun facings don't matter anymore.
Yeah,
presumably this doesn't move, right? It doesn't really move.
It
gets dropped in.
It sticks to
Okay.
a spot.
Why
Surely.
the feet? Why the feet?
Surely.
In that case, why the feet?
I don't understand.
Because
the
it's
feet
dropped
either.
down, now it's stabilizing itself. It's dropped from orbit.
It's
That's
fallen from orbit.
It's a
I'm pretty
bunker.
sure it's half in the ground already.
Yeah,
it doesn't. Why are they?
It just needs a cone shape like an iceberg.
But see,
They're not holding it up. They're not counterbalancing.
I don't
it.
believe that any part of it is actually underground. It just looks like it's landed softly on top.
It's insane.
Perfectly. It's landed perfectly on top of the ground.
it doesn't look tall enough. I don't know how big it is actually, but it doesn't look tall enough to fit.
They've shown. It's
Space
about like that top level there. Is about as tall as like a rhino or a razorback.
There's
Okay, so it is tall enough to house a Primus.
So a marine could fit in there, I reckon.
I don't think it actually has anyone inside. I
No.
think it's automated.
Or is
I
it-
think you can put
okay.
boys inside
Oh,
it.
great.
Can you?
Yeah, because it's a fortification. So
Oh.
I think you can embark people into it.
So is it the James bunker at CSG, or is it the Jordan bunker? at
Jordan bunker.
CSG? Hitting your heads.
You
Well-
guys got that.
It's a plug.
Shout out.
Yeah, it has some guns though, which I think quite good. So
The
you
name
might
of
see
it. Wait, is it the name?
The Hammerfall missile launcher is the
No.
whirlwind thing on top of it.
No.
The name of the missiles is stupid. Just put
so
it out now.
the super frag missile.
Super.
You don't like the better than regular frag missile?
It's not a regular frag. It's
It is.
super frag.
So does that mean it's a slightly bigger grenade?
Yes.
The strength. Why not just make it a stinger?
72-inch range, so it can go wherever it wants. If it's like the whirlwind, it's ignoring line of sight. It can just shoot shit.
It would say in abilities. wouldn't
It
it?
has blast, so that 2d6 is going to come in handy, and it's strength 6.
Actually, it would say in abilities if it ignored line of sight.
I don't know. It's a preview.
It's a preview, true, but that would be something I'd want to show.
I'd want to. Yeah,
It also
maybe.
doesn't-
Maybe.
It also doesn't look very appealing to how it's like you get to
gonna
go,
take up so
you get to
much
work on the
space.
base. You go, oh, like so we get to base there. There's fuck all room to
I
base it.
don't think it has a base on it.
See, I'm curious if
I
this
think
thing.
that's the rotatey thing
Oh,
that
that's
they
right.
take photos on. I think it's
Oh,
like a
right.
drop pod. It doesn't
Yeah,
have a base. It
okay.
just
All right.
sits on its own.
Still though, just look.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a base.
Yeah?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Either way, it just doesn't.
We will see.
It, like if I was a marini thing, like
I'm
you,
not
I'd be
excited.
Like, try and make that space
The,
movie.
see,
Chip it.
the
put
problem
some snow
is
on
the
it.
problem is it's a big fat thing denying area on a very small
Yes.
game table.
Imagine plonking that
So
on an
I-
objective.
I mean, exactly. It's gonna see some play because I feel like just in terms of the area that it's taking up on the board
Yeah.
and how hard it's gonna be to shift from an objective, you're gonna.
Well, there's actually a rule. Fortifications can't hold objectives.
Oh.
And as far as I know, most fortification, the rule says you can't be set up within 3 inches of an objective, as well.
However, if you can-
reserves.
Yeah.
However, if you can put a boy in there, he's got like.
No, if there's a person in it, they don't count as being on the table.
Yeah, because they count as
okay.
like being a transport.
Yeah.
buddy.
Okay, right, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm curious to know if this thing has to be set up before the game, or can you bring it in later in the game?
I think it's a drop thing, so I think you can.
But it has. You have to
But the
write
thing is
it
it a
down.
drop thing that's designed to be dropped in before battle starts? It's like whatever
yeah,
its
maybe
fluff
good
and
point,
rules
maybe.
are.
I can see. I'd be surprised,
So-
but I can see that.
It's,
happening.
I think they even said it's like some sort of beachhead thing where these things come down first before the Marines turn up and set up a fire
that would
base.
be kind of good. And that makes sense.
Because then
as
it's
well.
in your deployment zone.
Yeah.
Or is it? We
And that could
actually
be
don't
like
know.
your Alamo.
Yeah,
You could make it
I
your
mean,
Alamo.
it's
sort
got
of thing.
72-inch range, which on the new board is literally the whole
It's
board.
the whole board.
Yeah.
So the other version is the crack, well, the super crack.
And the board next to it. the
Yes.
Yeah, the board next to it.
Sorry, I may have fragged your orcs over
Yes.
there.
So it has a super crack missile, which is the other version of its gun, which is heavy 2, strength 10, -2 d6 damage.
Because it's better than the average crack.
Yes, strength 10.
Strength 10, that's a lot of strength.
They're both +2 strength, actually. I just put that together.
Yep,
Ah, fuck.
that's why I earned the name Super.
That's where super comes from.
Super. It should be.
Superman +2
It
strength.
should
Plus
be.
two.
It should be super with an A, but I'll let it slide.
Super.
Thanks, Games Workshop.
But don't worry, the Necron's got some too.
Oh look,
They got some nice terrain pieces as well. They're called the Convergence of Dominion,
Yes.
and there's 3 of them.
I'm getting a double Halo vibe now. They look like one of those power swords.
Yeah.
You
They
know?
kind of do
Kind
look
of.
like, what is it, the Covenant? Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can see that.
Yeah. So look, you got that. That's like. You
Yeah,
know,
we got Marines up here, and
Yeah,
then we got the
yeah.
Covenant over here.
Fuck ugly, and one which is
Yeah.
quite pretty.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think that I'm one of those people who are into the Halo lore.
I'm not really
'Cause
into
I hate
that.
it.
No, I don't really. It's too simple.
I never owned an
It's-
Xbox,
it's
so I
very
only
strange.
played the first one because I was on.
People get obsessed with it though. They're like all
Yeah.
about it.
The lore is so deep, it does not.
I
Keep.
don't get it.
And it's not dark either. It's way too like. It's like
It's shiny.
preschool.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
We don't
Master
know
Chief.
what these do yet.
No.
So these are the towery looking Necron things.
Yeah, they
kinda
haven't
look
released-
like they look like little obelisks on their own.
They do. I mean, to me, they look like
Obelisk as an actual obelisk, not what Necrons call an obelisk.
'Cause they had
which is
the-
a pyramid.
they got the metallic part, which you can see underneath, and it feels like some other cultures come and put on this cladding on it,
Imagine.
and it's fallen off.
And it's falling away.
Yeah.
Well,
Imagine-
they have, and it's just worn over time.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Also, or imagine your garage door opener from 1999 that your father had, and
Yep.
he left it on the
the Dominion
yeah,
one.
and he left it in the sun for a
Dominator?
bit too long.
I kind of see the
You know when you
Millennium
leave plastic
Falcon
in the sun
as
for a bit
well.
too long?
The Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, from the top down.
Oh, that-
at least on that one.
Oh,
Or is that
no.
one? It's a bit of a stretch.
Stretching.
It's a bit of a stretch.
It's literally a stretch.
Yeah, you're going for a walk
Yeah,
there,
my
mate.
car alarm thesis is way better than yours. Sun damaged car alarm.
What these do, we do not know.
Millennium Falcon. Sorry.
They bolster units from your
Yeah.
army.
That's cool.
And apparently
Which
you can
could
teleport.
be anything. And with the help of a cryptic, they can teleport units. I'm assuming infantry only.
I have no idea.
From part of the board to another part of the board. I'm assuming from one beacon thing to the other beacon.
That's
thing.
how I would interpret it, because you got 3.
Yeah. So
At least
yeah,
it-
you get 3.
God, they must be expensive.
I don't
Points
know.
wise.
They're big old hunks of plastic.
Is there a points list? How expensive?
No.
No, we don't have points for this. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the Sisters of Battle, it's not a fortification, it's just basically a ruin. It's 50 points. It's pittance. It's
Huge.
It's massive, but it's only 50 points.
What does it do?
That's not pleasant.
If you
at all.
have a squad within 6 inches of it, you get a miracle dice. Hey, getting more miracle dice, awesome. For 50 points, yeah, I'll pay for that.
True.
I mean,
I think they're really cool.
either way,
They look cool.
this
Yeah.
whole terrain thing's looking quite intimidating as well. Imagine like someone's showing them your army before they field it, and they go, "Oh, by the way, I've got these things here as well, which I'm just going to dot around with it." It's kind of like, "Oh shit, I've got," even though I know it's all pointed up. But you look at it and it's like, oh fuck, I got that to worry about too.
There's probably going to be like, I mean, I'm assuming if you want to teleport boys using these, they're going to have to be 9 inches away from enemy units.
The usual rules, yeah.
So your enemy's going to have to dedicate units to sticking around next to these things to stop you coming through them.
Or blow it up somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's some interesting play here with these
I'd be
things.
curious
I
to
think
know
they'll be cool.
if they had to be deployed in your deployment zone or if you could put them in no man's land as well.
I mean, if I was a guardsman standing by that, I'd expect to get quite a lot of radiation poisoning by the end of the game.
Because if they could only be put in your deployment zone, that's kind of just moving from left to right.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Ooh, slightly further back.
Henry,
Hello.
before you were asking for some Marines.
I was.
Oh, well, I have some for you.
Hooray!
Hooray.
Didn't know the lunchbox from Space count?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the lunchbox from the space box. The space box counts.
But you didn't see a marine in it.
Yeah.
True.
We have a chaplain on a bike.
Yeah, we knew
He was
about
a
it before
very
we saw
cool
him.
looking guy. Yeah, we saw him in the leak.
Yeah.
And
Is that the new one?
That's when they released him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one looks quite retro compared to all the others.
He's a cool dude. He's a chaplain on a bike.
Yeah,
What's not to love? You know?
But
He
if
can,
he's
he
driving,
can put his buff where he needs him to be.
yeah.
But if he's driving away, he can't psych.
He doesn't psych anyway.
Well, you know, with his Bible.
You said-
God bless you.
There's a build where you make him a white scar and he is like a murder bot that I've seen people throwing out.
I've heard, 3 bikes has something like 16 attacks on the charge?
You can, because he's a character, you can give him a whole bunch of warlord traits and
Okay.
strats and white scar chaplain business that'll just, he does like 60 wounds or something, it's mental.
The new Smash Captain?
Yeah.
Not pleasant.
But he's a chaplain. I'd rather
That's cool.
I'd rather a captain on a bike, but I'll take a chaplain.
Captain on a bike would make more sense to me than a chaplain.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I'm
would
going to leave my
thought-
church now.
Obviously, the lieutenant should have come first,
Yeah.
and then we should have got a captain,
More
and then we
lieutenants.
should have got a chaplain.
More
Yeah.
lieutenants.
Two
If anything
lieutenants,
as
probably.
well, that chaplain should be on that little chaplain thing up top.
Little
The buggy.
Pope cut.
The Pope cart, yes.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
nice.
Pope wing.
Just slowly going around.
We also got a Primaris Tech Marine who's a pretty cool looking dude.
Yes.
Yep. Cool.
He's got his big axe and his big claws and his mechadendrites.
Never really liked the extra arms, but yes. Cool.
Yeah.
I saw...
I'm with you. I like the little tentacle arms, but I
Yeah.
don't like the big chunky arm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw another photo of the Tech Marine where he was reaching out and he had this other mechanical arm which was reaching the same way.
He's got a little one there, and that's his big arm, which is reaching out towards that way as well. Yeah,
Yeah, I think he modeled it to make it look like they servo together sort of
like
thing.
slaved.
Yeah.
He's got a bolter that looks very similar to Ironfather Feros's one, so I'm assuming it's a heavy bolter.
Probably. That's what they usually are.
He doesn't have a flamer.
Not that we can see.
Usually, Tech Marines have a little plasma cutter and a little flamer on their little
Arm.
servo arms, but this one he doesn't.
But I've got a wrench.
He's got a bolter instead.
Although, what's that pipe going on there on
No,
his
it's,
left arm?
it's just a little computer.
That one doesn't look very good. It looks like it's trying to cop a feel.
The little mechadendrite?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks as though
Yeah.
it's trying to do the old grabber right
Cough
there.
test.
So that's cool. Necron's got the Void Dragon is officially the guy that we were like, he kind of looks like he might be the Void Dragon.
Yeah.
He's the Void Dragon. He's a big scary dude.
Man, I look at his model.
And painting is gonna suck.
Oh
but
my
fuck, is he a
goodness.
cool
It
bro?
looks awesome, but it's
He's
man.
standing on hope.
Oh, he's snapping.
Snapping.
Yeah,
Snap City.
he's a little turtle. Yeah, he's not. He's yeah.
You need not
There's
just
a lot though. I think
Yeah,
just this kind of surface area that he's being held up by might be
Yes.
alright. But
eight together strong.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Kind of.
what is it? Piss shirt Ben Bar.
What?
Piss shirt Ben Bar.
What's that?
It's Jackie Chan.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah!
yeah.
No,
I'm saying, oh yeah, like I knew, but no.
Yeah.
I do. It's
Say my name.
yeah.
Yeah. You said wet shirt Ben break bar, not piss shirt. I can't remember.
Yeah. That's...
He's sucking his own little heart out with his electricity. I'm into this. He's got a big spear.
I think the model's awesome.
He's got a tail with knives on it. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, the model is awesome.
Do you know who's not a cool dude?
Silent King.
The Silent King.
But I got a problem with both these models where I think their shit's just gonna snap.
That is
Oh,
a
he's
big
got the same
model.
problem with his base.
That is a big model.
Can I just... His throne, super cool. The little cryptics that come with it, I mean,
Old
put a
man
base
prawns.
on them, they're ready to go. Put a base on them, you got two cryptics. They're awesome. The little shieldy things that I'm assuming give him an invuln save or something,
you can,
that's rad as well.
You can move him from that throne.
Wait,
no,
he's
no.
got a base on.
The throw moves. He doesn't get stuck
Are
on
you
it.
serious?
Yes.
I'm assuming you can take him off
So
throne
he
as well.
never comes off that.
No. Why would he?
I
Shut
reckon
the
you
front
can.
door.
I reckon you can put a base
So
on him and do
technically he has
whatever
an
you want.
eternal throne.
Oh,
It's
I
like
mean,
the
you can do
Emperor.
whatever you want, but those robes, they're...
The king himself has a dope-ass helmet and a dope-ass stick, but he's a little donkey-looking dude. I don't enjoy
Monty
him.
doesn't approve.
Monty's making a little
I
noise.
mean, everything looks...
Buddy.
Hey,
Everything is amazing, but he's just like a plain... I mean, I guess that's what they wanted to do, but he just does not look like the Silent King to me.
It looks as though he's about to go into song.
He's literally doing like the...
Yeah.
And then-
he's trying to hit that low
And then the
note.
dad comes in and tells him to shut up.
I mean, I don't feel like him alone is that
That's a
powerful.
Monty Python reference, everybody. You're welcome.
I
It's
was,
not-
going to do more of a what's it called? Rocky Horror Picture Show reference.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
it kind of looks like transsexual.
He's got a big
Transylvania.
cape that's attached to
Yeah.
his
It's
wrist.
fabulous.
How do you do? I'm
Oh
fine.
man, I want to get this and then take him off and kit bash
Something
the
better.
other Necron Lord who looks awesome, and just put his head and his staff without the cape and put him sitting on that throne. I think it'd be dope.
Just because his legs look a bit short. For
His
full
legs
size.
look short. His arms in a weird, like, awkward position. The cloak's like too big for him.
And what are these
I don't
guys
know,
doing
man.
next to them?
They're like-
they're on Windows 98 laptops.
Yeah, they're just like typing in some shit.
It says you have a schedule. Cancel it! I want to stay on my throne.
Yeah. Oh look, no, here we go. So one on the left is a cryptic. The one on the right actually doesn't look like a cryptic because he doesn't have the right head.
Well,
he might just be a
his
lord.
lights are off, aren't they?
And cryptics have the big chin and they have the one eye, and he kind of doesn't look.
He's got a
have
chin, but he
either of
doesn't
those.
have
Again,
he's got a sheltered
This
eye.
model is massive.
Yeah,
It's
It's
absolutely
huge.
massive.
I mean, there's a lot there.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm a bit sore.
It is massive.
It's
yeah.
like, how's it going to fit on the board? Where's it going to fit it?
I mean, these are separate things. The little shield is actually separate.
And the shield ones actually
Bases.
worry me more because they are only connected by the tiniest
Oh,
little
yeah.
arcs. Yeah.
No.
It's, I mean, from a display purpose, fine, whatever. But you got to keep in mind people are taking this to games every week.
He's
Packing
he's
it in and out of
for when you're
boxes.
playing at home.
Yeah.
Because if you put him in a case, you're gonna be pulling little pieces of him
Never
out.
mind old mate above him.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
You
for the
don't.
guitar.
You can't
actually,
even
yeah.
have a case for that.
Do you know what? I was
You
actually.
need a carrier, like a whole person that physically carries that model.
I was kind of hoping that this Catan would be multiple Catans. Just the way he was kind of posed, I was like, oh, that tail can come on and off, the wings can change, the head can change, the arm can change.
This is like Demon Prince, who just changed little parts.
Yeah, but it looks like he's feeling mono, which I'm a little, because I think it would have been cool if he could be like a Regal Catan, or the Void Dragon, or like this Catan.
But that's the thing with the whole the new 40k stuff. It's a lot more monopose.
Yeah, it's kind of one and done.
It's extreme detail in one pose.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool to actually see him standing with his tail sort of coiled up and him leaning on some dead thing going, ah!
There's a pretty cool conversion that you could do with like a Wraith tail, the one that's kind of wound up. And
Oh, yeah.
him kind of sitting on that. I reckon that'd be pretty cool.
I would just have him standing on a
More
rock.
stable.
Would be
Yeah, standing on a rock, sort of looking quite regal.
just so the feet
Because he's
are
a king.
hard anchored onto something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine gluing those little lightning arcs?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you know how we were complaining about Illumina Xeris and his sucking the soul out of the boy?
Mm-hmm.
I had a close look at the model the other day. The thing that he's sucking up never actually contacts the model.
Oh,
The bit he's holding is separate. So you can remove the boy and the soul sucking and put him in the middle of the fucking base.
sweet.
Right in the center where he
Oh,
just feels
pleasant.
so good.
Thank you. Thank you again.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to be off center, which I'm really happy with. I just
Oh.
closed that. We need that open if you don't mind. There we go.
Hi. Oh no, we've already done
No,
that.
we've done that bit.
End.
I think I don't think we got rules for some of the other models as well, but
Yeah.
I don't think.
Time is of precious.
There's nothing amazing. Plasmancer is a cryptic who's good at shooting and
Thank you.
has a 4-up mortal wound bubble when things are within 6 inches, but he loses the cryptic reanimation bonus.
Loving the photo.
Get that boy out of there.
You did that.
Loving the photo of the stats. It looks as if
You're
someone
welcome.
hurriedly.
The
sorry, did you do that?
Judicar,
Sorry. I feel bad.
the Judicar, who's the executioner boy.
Yeah.
He's not a chaplain. He has no chaplain powers.
Basically makes people fight last.
He makes people fight last within inches of him.
Hmm.
Which is one enemy unit. He basically has the armor of Russ.
I don't know if it's worth it
I don't think he's worth it either.
because
Doesn't-
I'm gonna
Oh,
convert
it's cool,
him.
though.
Yeah, I'm gonna just convert him into a cool looking chaplain. 'cause he's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
unless he's
Click the stat.
guarding something very precious that also has a melee bite to them.
Yeah.
Because if he's making something fight last, but they don't care because what he's protecting isn't actually worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
don't
they're
know.
durable enough. Or
Yeah.
It's only one unit, so you charge 2 units in, and then it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's ways around
It's
it,
a 6-inch bubble though. It's big bubbles.
especially on a smaller board.
Yeah.
It's a very cool looking.
And if
cool
you're-
looking lookout, sir.
Yeah, and if you move onto those objectives with like some punchy units, maybe you'd really have to build around it though.
But you know, like Tactics 101, shoot the punchy stuff and punch
Yeah,
the shooty stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. The Skullfeck Lord, we got rules for him. He's just there's nothing special.
No spider legs.
I'm not a big fan of the small. I think
No,
it's
I
not much.
don't like him that much, and I don't think he's that good.
He looks too Tyranidy.
His gun is assault D3, strength 6, -1 damage, and it does have blast. So there might be some play there, but it's only 1 damage. It's only neg 1. It's
Yeah.
18-inch range. He's strength 8 in combat with his stick, but you -1 to hit with it. He gets double attacks with his little claw, which is pretty good because it's 8 attacks. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm strength 8, isn't it?
He has a
No.
4+ invuln. He rerolls 1 for himself, not for anybody else.
Just himself.
He
Very
rerolls
selfish.
wounds of 1s. Oh, no, hold on. No, he is a lieutenant, so he does have reroll wound rolls of 1 for attacks made by models in Friendly Dynasty Destroyer cult units. So your destroyers or your Scorfic killer dudes.
That could be worth it.
So maybe. I mean, but you can just take a lord who does it for everybody.
Yes, that's the problem. Somebody else does the job better.
The destroyers themselves. Oh, he does. Sorry, he is T6, and he is hitting on 2s, shooting on 2s, and moving 8, and he has a 3+
fast.
save.
That's unpleasant.
The regular destroyers with are basically the exact same profile, except hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
They're kind of locked into their weapons, though.
The melee ones.
Yeah, so he's kind of like the wolfing, where the sergeant has to have the big sword,
Yeah.
and the other guys have to have the regular swords.
Yeah, so
Again, that's the problem with the mono kits. It's,
Yeah.
It's
that's true.
It's what they're designed for, so it's what they are equipped with.
If you
now.
take the plasma sight with them, they become +1 strength and +1 attack.
Yeah.
And they have a thing where, what is it, when someone dies? So you can inject one of these boys, and on a d6, and you roll a d6, on a 1, one of the guys just dies. Like, he's just removed. They have 3 wounds apiece, and he's just removed,
Pretty big deal.
which is a big deal. But if you do, they all get +1 strength and +1 attack. The other 2 guys in your
Oh shit.
So the strength 5 and 4.
Yeah, so they become strength 6. The thing is, it makes the big dude strength 8 instead of strength 7. The guy with the big rep blade, which is 3 damage.
Oh, so
minus
it's an
4.
aura ability.
No, it's that unit.
That unit. Okay.
So you do this thing, maybe one of them dies, and they get more killy. I'm not super impressed with these, I gotta say.
It's a gamble. I mean, their weapons are good because they're flat 3 damage. Which
No,
will-
they're
Again,
not.
though,
They're
it's-
not. They're flat. So
Oh, I
the
thought they were
sergeant,
flat.
the sergeant has +2 damage, -4, 3 damage.
his one's great.
That's good.
Yeah.
The rest of them, strength user, so strength 4, -3, 2 damage, and they get to make 1 additional attack.
So they have 2 attacks.
So they have
The normal guys
they
don't.
have 4 attacks.
4 attacks. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
again.
mean,
it's
they'll
kind of
kill-
nice
they'll
having
kill
that high risk, high
Marines.
reward thing. Again.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's
not
only
high,
it's only
it's
it's
not high
only
reward.
it's only you're rolling a dice, and on a 1 of them dies.
Yeah, but you can't
So it's
roll that.
pretty
one.
low risk.
But I don't know. I just don't know about them.
I don't know. We'll see.
40 points.
That's quite expensive, but they're quite tough. No, they're not. Are they?
The T5.
T5, so they're
3
quite tough.
wounds. They're aggressors.
They're gonna be
They're
hard to
as tough
shift.
as an aggressor.
They're gonna come running at you because they're quite
Yeah.
fast, and you're gonna have to deal with them because you don't want them getting in
I
combat.
think don't think that they're gonna run into a tank and kill it. They're not gonna do
No,
that.
they're for
They're
killing
gonna clear tough infantry.
Fine
They're
by
gonna
me.
kill intercessors.
elite infantry, aggressors, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but they won't even kill aggressors because they're only 2 damage.
But the sergeant will.
Yeah, the sergeant.
I like it's a lot. This reminds me a lot of the aspect warriors
They're
where
just not quite in the right spot. They're kind of halfway in this. They're like 1 foot in this and 1 foot in that, and kind of not great at either.
it's kind of like the striking scorpions. The actual basic striking scorpions you don't care about. It's
Just the sergeant.
just the exarch. You just want to get the exarch into combat.
Yeah.
It's the same way with this one.
I mean, it's the thing with intercessors. You give the
Yeah.
sergeant a thunder hammer, and that's all. The whole unit just becomes about that thunder hammer.
Yeah, just keeping that thunderhammer alive.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's what it is. Cool, then.
Yeah, I don't know. The Canoptic Reanimator, we've got rules for. He's about 110 points. His gun is not great.
That's cool though.
He looks cool.
It's a dope looking model. I
He
like
doesn't have quantum shielding.
Ooh,
Oh shit!
And he's
really?
only toughness 5 with
So-
6 wounds.
You would have thought that he would have had.
wait,
So
is it a
he's-
character?
No, so he's
No?
dead.
Just drop dead.
He's dead.
He's dead, but he looks cool while dying.
The shooty one, I'm hoping has quantum shielding, because otherwise he's dead too.
Dead and faster.
Because the shooty one's the one I'm interested in.
Is that the
but
one with the
he's-
head gun
the big-
rather than
the big,
phallic
he's got
gun?
the big dick cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
BBC.
Dickhead, dickhead cannon.
Yeah, he's gonna die. Blade Guard veterans, they're just Marines with 3 wounds and mastercrafted power swords. The Storm Shields give them a 2-up save and a 4-up invuln.
So they're not any stronger.
Not any stronger.
Other than-
Although the power swords are now +1 strength.
Why is
Oh,
it-
really?
So
Yeah.
they're,
Of
yeah,
course
which
they are.
haven't been.
Of course they are.
And we don't know if it's for them or all power swords across all mastercrafted power swords are now becoming +1 strength, or if it's just their ones, we don't know.
We'll have to wait for the next codex.
Yeah,
They should be though, because mastercrafted power swords are kind of useless, and this makes them actually quite good.
True.
True.
So I'd be okay with that.
But either way, it's yeah. It's,
So they're tougher than aggressors because they're 3 wounds and 2 up saves and 4 up in ones.
Yeah.
And they're about 35 points each, we think, from the leak.
That's not bad.
That's
Point
pretty
five.
good. That's affordable.
It's not bad.
Chuck them in transport, tar pit some stuff.
Yeah. And they have the heavy bolt pistols. They don't have any bodyguard rule, which we thought they might have.
No, true, yeah.
Right. You would have figured they would have done.
But you already
thought I
have a
would've.
unit specifically which is a bodyguard.
Although if they're true veterans, they
Similar
probably
stuff.
If
hate
you're
the
Ultramarines.
Oh, yeah.
Only for Ultramarines.
Oh.
Only
right.
for Ultramarines, okay.
Yeah.
If they're true bodyguards, they'll probably hate the people that they're working for anyway. I mean, sorry, if they're true veterans, they'll probably hate them.
We found out what the Blade Guard Ancient does.
Hello.
He's 85 points, and the Blade Guard get +1 attack when they're near him.
So he only helps the blade guard?
He also has the regular banner, so on a 4-up, when people die, they get to shoot.
Was he, how many points? They got
He's 85.
85. Is that, how much is the
regular one?
Yeah.
He's like 65.
It's not, I mean, if you're taking blade guard. but
He,
even then-
he's got 5 wounds, so he's a bit tougher. He's got 4 attacks, but no combat weapon.
No,
No invuln save.
no.
I just take the regular boy, man. I mean, him, but play him as the regular boy.
How
don't-
much for,
he's cool.
a regular boy?
Actually, no, I don't like this guy. He looks weird.
I don't think the blade guard
Change
units
my
are big
mind,
enough to
don't take it.
benefit from +1 attack.
Yeah, and they kept it. You can only take 3 Blade Guard veterans. Well, because that's what comes in the box. So
Yeah.
maybe later it'll become more. But
6, 9.
yeah, 3-man squad.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Blade Guard.
They look cool.
And
But
this takes 5.
It's the whole
So
thing.
they're good
Bang,
at killing
bang for your buck.
themselves.
Bang for your buck, though. Do you know what I mean? Like you just got to think about.
Wait,
like,
100 points. 105 points for 3 of these guys.
I remember hearing that
It's an intercessor squad, really. That's actually quite
Because
good.
Yeah.
there's a new captain with his storm shield, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure his storm shield's special because it deflects mortal wounds as well.
Yeah, so it bounces mortal wounds back on a.
Back actually bounces them back.
I think it bounces them back. Yeah.
towards.
Whatever
people that
causes them.
That's not very pleasant.
On like a roll, not automatically.
It's kind of cool. That explains why the skeleton's
What does there. it give them a 4-up feel no pain against mortal wounds?
It does something. I can't
I think
remember
it's
what it
that. I
was.
think it gives them a feel no pain, 4-up feel no pain against mortal wounds. Still looks pretty weird.
I hate the model.
Yeah.
I hate the look of the skeleton.
I'm
on
just gonna
the
put a
shield.
regular shield on that guy.
Yeah.
He'll be cool. I'm just gonna chop their arms off and give them guns and run them as regular captains because they'll be cool.
Because why not?
Yeah, that's us, guys.
It's us.
Um,
Insta.
Yeah.
FB.
anything you guys wanna? Anything you're excited about? Looking forward to? Anything that we've talked about that boils your blood?
I'm looking forward to actually trying
Gets
the
you
game.
fizzing?
Yeah, I just want to try it. It's sort of like
Yeah, we need to play. We need
sit
to
and
play
wait
the
sort
game,
of thing.
I'm looking forward to an 8-hour first game as we try to wrap our heads around the rules.
Yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck, you're generous.
Yeah, true. If we're drinking while playing this game, I think we're just going to die
It's a
from
weekend
alcohol
affair.
poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a few days recovery.
You go first,
yeah.
man.
Oh, it's just the whole thing. Try before you buy, innit? Really? We'll give it a whirl.
I got myself on. I'm on the waiting list for one.
Oh, really?
Everyone has it. Everyone's painting it and putting up
Yeah.
photos of them
I don't-
painted and playing games with it. How?
I don't understand how. I mean,
I mean,
nice.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I guess I think anybody that isn't interested in Necrons and the other new stuff that's come out. This,
Wait for the Ukitakumuki box that's gonna be coming out
Yeah.
real soon.
It's that whole thing, but
I'm
you know-
so sure it's happening out.
I
I'm so
think-
sure the new starter box is gonna be Ukitakumuki.
that thesis,
I really hope
The
so.
more I think about it,
That
the more I'm like,
thesis-
oh, that's happening.
that thesis, it's I reckon it's a very liable thesis.
Yeah.
I think it's looking very good for you. I think you will have some muscly boys, but I prefer my guardsmen clothed.
It's raining.
It is.
It's
hail.
raining. Is it hailing?
Yeah. I think
God,
it's-
that's
it's
noisy.
freaking
I don't know if you can hear that.
But I like my guardsmen clothed. So really, for me, I'm like,
Do you know what I would like?
eh.
A real cool multi-part kit. Where it was just like Katie and chest, and then
Oh.
the arms and the heads all changed
Again.
to be Mordians or whatever.
Again, big shout out to the Imperial Guard crew on the group page of Astronomical Time of the Imperial Guard on Facebook because everybody wants that theory and it's just so good. That would be so cool. Imagine just being able to customize
Multi-part.
your guide. Oh, it'd be fantastic.
Because they can just sell upgrade kits after that. You just buy the Acadian
Yeah.
box and then you
Like,
can change
even
a
if
few
it
parts
costs
out.
quite a few bob, I'm like, well, okay, that's cool. You're making it fluffy, you know.
Yeah.
In order to
Yeah.
make my guy a Mordian or whatever they're called, I need to spend $30
You know how
for a
they
fluffy
do
hat.
Yeah.
So be it.
they do like the Ultramarine upgrade sprue, right?
Yeah.
You get like an arm and a couple
Yeah.
of heads and like
Yeah,
maybe a
yeah.
special pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That'd be great. But I guess, you know, it's early days. But
early
I
days.
just feel for like anyone like
yeah.
Eldar players,
The
all
Guard
that
is
kind of
coming.
thing. Yeah, the Guard is coming. They say it's coming.
It's totally
I'm sure
coming.
they've been saying that about the Eldar plastics for a long
Yeah.
time. It's kind of one of those things.
Suspiciously quiet about that.
Seeing
plastics.
all this stuff here, and it's just like dangling, like, ooh, look how cool is Newt, and I just can't help but go, ooh.
The neighbours are drilling.
Ah,
Well, I think that's our cue.
yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook under Minor Conflict, and
Yes.
obviously the YouTube channel if you're not watching it. If you're listening to it, if you are watching it, listen to it. Do both because it's good for us.
And whilst you listen to it, I highly recommend, just for immersion, is put some black pants on and a brown coat.
And a blue beanie if you've
smart.
got it.
If you got it.
Unless if you're a sergeant.
Yes.
Apparently sergeants
Yeah.
wear
Don't wear
helmets.
headgear. It's fine.
Yeah.
See, it all tracks. It's all in universe. Give us a rate and a subscribe and stuff because that all goes to help the podcast and everything else.
Watch it again.
Watch it twice. Do you know what? Do what I do.
What's
Just
that?
leave it running on repeat on the background all day
Oh, is that why the
with
views
the
are...
volume turned off.
Is that why the views are more than 10?
No, that's why my partner released her EP. Listen to TG Shand if you want on Spotify.
It
That's
is
my
good.
my partner's solo thing. It's
Yeah,
real good.
It's
She's
it is actually
awesome.
really good. It's very good. I
It's
recommend.
good tunes.
It's
kind
very
of
good tunes.
shoe poppy, shoe pop.
Yeah.
You know,
Shoe pop.
shoe pop. It's shoegaze dream pop. It's fucking cool.
However, the size doesn't matter. It's the universal size of shoe.
Yeah, sure.
Shoe pop.
Yeah, it works.
listen to
When it first dropped, we just left it on like repeat with the sound turned down.
Oh, no.
Ages, so it went higher in the
Yeah.
Spotify
I need to
rankings.
do that with my band. I'm
Yeah.
not going to plug my band on Netflix.
Okay. Oh yeah, listen to the Wendy's.
No,
as well.
don't. No. We've only got four songs on Spotify.
Yeah.
I still
Alright.
have those songs on my phone.
Yeah. All right. All the best. Play well. We'll see you next
Be
week.
safe.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.